Grand Rising family. You may see here is an article on how the mainstream news media demonizes us black men. And before I continue, I'm gonna see if I'm gonna check and make sure to see if I'm live, so people could come in and watch, as well as add their commentary. NBCnews.com had demonized black men by saying that they had drifted from Democrats towards Donald Trump in record numbers. They're not even saying anything about us who left the damn thing blank. But that's a whole different subject. Because if more of us would have left it blank, then that would be a big deal right now. But it's okay though. It's okay. For those of y'all who are going to get Trump, going against Joe Biden, this is how they treat y'all. This is what they think about y'all. And the fact that they saying this thing about y'all, they're saying the same thing about those of us who left the motherfucker presidential ballot blank as well. You see what I'm saying? So we're all in the same boat, family. We're all in the same boat. All in the same boat. And that's a good thing. I'm not even mad at that. But the indication that I knew Joe Biden was going to win is based off of a football game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. And when the Giants lost that game, they became 1-6, in which Joe Biden became the 16th Democratic president. Notice this article says, back to this article, notice this article says, the Democrats have been losing black male support since 2008. Losing black male support is a threat. That's a problem. It's a problem to the Democratic Party as well as their mainstream news media lackeys. What's up, fam? Good to see you up here, Bob. And they said that support for the Democratic presidential candidate reached a new low amongst black men this year. 80% of black men supported Joe Biden, down slightly for Hillary Clinton's 82% in 2016, but significantly down from Barack Obama's level of support from black men in 2012 and 2008. As black men, we went from 95% all the way down to 81%. Woo! The Washington Post thing, in which Yvette did a video on, said it went down to 80%. Black male support went down from 95% to 80%. Even though Caucasians are still supporting Trump in high numbers. 56, I think it's like 56 and 55 and 58%. 55% white women and 58% white men. I think it was higher back in 2016 for white men. I think over 60% of white men supported Donald Trump. And I know for sure white women supported Donald Trump at 53%. So their support has gone up while white men's support has gone down a bit. Nevertheless, they still stand on their square. Oof. Oh yeah, probably is about 65%. You may be right about that. Damn, that's high as hell too. But yeah, this is it. This is it. And for all of us black men who did not vote for Joe Biden, I want to give y'all a round of applause for not falling for the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I'm gonna show you another article here. Not only did they demonize us, but they say on another breath that, this is from the Washington Post, that black voters have saved Joe Biden's campaign once again. Just like our brothers and sisters did in South Carolina. And of course, you know, before Joe Biden even got to South Carolina, he was almost virtually last anyway. The front runners at that time was in between Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren. I can't think of any other top people, but they were like mainly the top people. And they also in their 70s too. But they were the top people, and then all of a sudden, they one by one, they just all started folding their campaigns. Oh, I forgot another one who was a front runner before Joe Biden took South Carolina. Pete Buttigieg. Yeah, he's another one. But, you know, America's not ready for a white, gay male presidential candidate yet. So this is not the last time we're going to hear from Pete Buttigieg. The LGBT people right now, they got pretty much everything that they wanted. Now, if they want a presidential candidate to represent them some more, to do more things for them, you know, they're going to have to advocate pretty hard to get Pete Buttigieg in there. But, you know, Pete Buttigieg is not going to be just he's not going to be a candidate just for the gay people. He's got to appear to be a candidate for all the people. He's got to do an Obama. You got to say you're a candidate for all of America, and then turn around and do shit just for gay people. That's how it works in politics. Or politics. If we really want to get real and funky with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is what politics has turned into. Black men are being demonized while black people are also being treated as the heroes. And I think in future presidential elections, the percentage of us voting for the Democrats is going to go down and down and down until it gets the Democratic Party's attention that, y'all need to stop paying attention to us. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about Bloomberg. Yeah. See, that's a guy that a lot of people have underestimated. But you don't want to underestimate him either, because he got that money that kept this campaign going. He has all the millions of dollars. So his money talks for him. Yeah, you right, Bob. I forgot about Bloomberg. Yeah, stop and frisk guy. Continuing the same thing Giuliani did when he was mayor of New York in the 90s. Yup. But the inspiration of Giuliani doing this thing, before Giuliani and Bloomberg, it was David Dinkins who was tough on crime. He was the one who had police officers out on the street. And it sure did deter crime. Giuliani just took it to another level, to where real estate investors start investing in Manhattan again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So yeah, that's all there is with that. So David Dinkins started everything. A black man started everything. And then the Caucasian man who come after, they just continue what they started and take it to another level. You know how that is. But they never give the nigga credit. Just like with the Golden State Warriors. Mark Jackson elevated the Golden State Warriors before Steve Kerr came in there and had the team started winning championships and stuff. That was done on purpose. Everything is being done on purpose. Even this election ended the way it did. Happened the way it did on purpose. All of this happens on purpose. And another thing you got to understand, the popular vote is an indication on the psychology of where voters' heads are at. And how much of a sheeple voters really are. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but sheep voting. Nothing but sheep voting. Majority of the sheep voted. Let's just put it that way. You know, there has been no statistics on how many of us left that presidential ballot blank, but we're a problem too. Oh, trust and believe, we're a problem too. And they can't do nothing about it, because we're going to stand in our square until they start paying us attention and start giving us what we want. Matter of fact, giving us what we need, which is a black agenda via reparations for ADOS. That's what this is all about. This is the whole idea of voting down ballot. And I bet your bottom dollar that a lot of us, the majority of us, voted down ballot. Majority of us, black men and black women, at least the majority of us that make up that 20% that did not vote for Joe Biden. That's probably more of us than what these polls may be indicating. But safe to say, for right now, I would say 2% of us left that presidential ballot blank. Yeah. Oh yeah, they felt it. but you know what? All these talking heads who supposedly speak for us, they still got a job, such as your roly-polies, such as your Breakfast Club members, such as all these black bootlicks in the media. All of them still got a job. Because it was scripted on purpose that Joe Biden was going to rig this election. And this is the post right here. I can only imagine what's going on in the minds of Al Sharpton, Karen Hunter, Joe Madison, Tom Joyner, Michael Baisden, roly-polies looking behind. All of these bootlicks and gatekeepers can rest easy now. Oh, and my little sarcasm comments about racism officially dying once Biden has been declared the winner. Oh, and this is my best one right here. The good news about Biden winning is that the black bootlicks and gatekeepers get to keep their jobs. Laughing emojis. You know what I'm saying? And this is the article that I shared on my page. For all of you black people who voted for Biden, should be ashamed of your damn selves. Oh yeah, let me respond to this one real quick. Let me respond to this real quick. Notice I said, that's my response to that person. So we're not going to talk about the 57% of white women who voted for Trump. Where's the smoke for them? Well, there's no need to smoke them because they don't make up the high percentage of our people who voted for Joe Biden. And Latino men are pretty much irrelevant for right now because 30 to 35% of them voted for Trump. So it doesn't even make a difference. Latinos vote like Latinos do. And it's a wonder that 61% of them even voted for Biden. So there. Thank you. Their interest is not our interest. Exactly. Exactly. I could care less how Caucasians vote. I could care less for how Hispanics or Latinos vote. I can even care less about how Asians vote. I'm just concerned about how my people vote. Caucasians can vote how they want. And Latinos and Hispanics can vote how they want. You know what I mean? This is the video that I did earlier talking about this Talk about congratulate the family for standing on their square. But yeah, all this happens by design. It's all happened by design. And as long as we keep standing on our square, oh, they're gonna feel it.
Because they did not vote for Joe Biden. And the most notable thing about this article here on NBCnews.com, which y'all can look at this for yourselves when y'all get a chance, is that the Democrats have been losing black male support since 2008. And according to the mainstream news media, that is a problem. It's a problem because black men are not towing the line. Congratulations to all my brothers who did not toe the line. And I'm part of that small contingent that did not toe the line. Okay? In this article here, 80% of black men supported Joe Biden, down slightly from Hillary Clinton's 82% in 2016, but significantly down for Barack Obama's level of support among black men in 2012 and 2008. You see what I'm saying? In which Obama's first campaign, 95% of black men supported him. Also, and the reason why black men are being demonized more than anybody, because they know that the black man sets the pace on where politics should go. And then slowly but surely, the black woman follows right behind him. Which black women's support has even dropped for Democratic presidential candidates as well, from Obama to Biden, in which black women went from 96% from Obama's 2012 campaign all the way down to 91% who voted for Biden. Even black women are starting to say no to the Democratic Party candidates for president. And this is their threat. What is going on is they see that black men are starting to shift towards Donald Trump. And somehow Yvette Cornell found an article stated that black men supported Trump rose from 13% in 2016 to 18%. 18% is a very high number of black men who are supporting Donald Trump. See, they didn't mention this in this article, but I'm sure there's another article out there. So I think it's on the Washington Post. Yvette got that from the Washington Post. Let's see if I can find that one. I can find it. What's happening out here with Black Donald Trump? That's not recent. Let's see. It might be this article. Black voters can save Biden's campaign once again. This is the opposite end. And I believe this is one of the articles. But there is a graph that Yvette Cornell pulled up. Probably may have to go to her video. I think somebody may have put the link to that article in her video. Let's see. 1 second, bear with me. But the main thing to look at is that those of us who did not vote for Joe Biden, whether we voted for Donald Trump or just let the whole damn thing blank, we're on our square. And I just want to congratulate all my brothers and sisters who still on that square. Oh, here's the exit polls. It might be this exit poll right here. It might be this exit poll right here. Right. Let's see. Ah, yes, this is it. This is the one that Yvette Cornell was talking about. Oh. They throw this stuff up. But I can't view it because they want me to fucking subscribe. I don't want to subscribe. Yeah, they want me to subscribe. They got a paywall on this goddamn thing. Let's see here. Oh boy. Yeah, they got a fucking paywall on this thing, so I can't really view it. Yeah, a lot of these news publications, they put up paywalls now. But I'll tell you what I'll do instead. Let me pull up Sister Yvette's video. I'm gonna go ahead and play her video. See if I can find it. Matter of fact, it's the most recent one too. I think it about this last election, right? Oh, man, okay. Lower than white women, white men, they went to Trump. And when you look at, oh, Latino women, white men. Oh, before I continue on, this is a great chart. This is an indicator of how Caucasian people and black people vote differently. And essentially, it's just a 1-2 vote. And notice that 32% of white men voted, while 33% of white women voted. And that's a total of 65%. Only, if you was to look at the chart, only 5% of black men voted, while only 7% of black women voted. Black people only vote in this presidential election at a 12% angle. Whereas the other 23, when you add that by 65%, that's a total of 77% of black and white people that voted. Where's the other 23% that voted come from? We're going to see also that it's going to be between the Hispanics and Asians. Asians only vote at 3%. Because Asians are not concerned about politics too much. They got what they need. They go out and get these savings bonds and all this stuff in order to start their businesses. They automatically get money to start their businesses. While the rest of us, American blacks, are being locked out of wealth. We're not even allowed to start a business. We go through more checks and balances than any other group in this country. And we have been here the longest. Make that make sense, right? So there's no black and brown coalition. I'm tired of hearing that shit. I'm tired of this black people being placed into people of color. And I'm starting to be kind of glad that the media are demonizing us black men, because we're tired of this bullshit. We're tired of voting for the lesser of two evils. Well, shit, there's no such thing as a fucking lesser of two evils, because evil is fucking evil, no matter whether it comes in Joe Biden or a goddamn Donald Trump. I said it. The shit is fucking rigged. It's been rigged since 1776. 1776. All of these presidential elections have been rigged. Guess who writes the history books? It's not us. It's the powers that shouldn't be that are writing these goddamn history books, feeding us all this bullshit while we have been indoctrinated in school, being fucking brainwashed with this bullshit called history and striving to get a fucking bullshit ass education. You know what I'm saying? So that means 88%.
Oh. And let me just add. And let me just
black people
add. And let me just add. I just, speaking of what I just said, this led to this post, in which I posted it 6 hours ago, saying that we lived in a rigged world where black people are of the economic bottom caste, Joe Biden being elected as president as a Caucasian male, while the rich get richer and the poor get poor, even though one day many heads will lose power. You know what I'm saying? So what I just said, that's why I had to cut it off, because what I just said, you know what I mean? What I just said relates to this post that I just put up, that some of the ADOS brothers and sisters liked. You know what I mean? I like Dawn Page's quote here too. In which she says black people were really out here trying to vote out racism, while white people, indigenous people of color, were out here voting their pocketbooks, which is rigged against us. Ain't that something? Somebody put their Debos, direct beneficiaries of white supremacy. Yes. And Yvette Carnell came up with a new term for these Cubans and all these Hispanics who vote Republican. Spicy whites. Oh, man. I love that term. Spicy whites. Check out this other quote from Dawn Page. The only people confused by this election are the ones who still think Barack Obama and Kamala Harris are African American. Yes. Oh, man. Damn, this is so true. You know what's the sad part is? This is why 80% of black men and 91% of black women voted for Harris and Biden. And you know I'm going to interchange that, because don't be surprised if Kamala Harris run things in that White House more than Joe Biden. It's going to be another Bush-Cheney administration. More like a Cheney-Bush administration. Oh yeah. For those of y'all who forgot Bush Jr., W, otherwise known as W. Yeah. Oh yeah. So she's pretty much grooming herself to be the next president anyway. So everything is going the way that these powers that shouldn't be are going to be planned. Everything is going the way that these powers that shouldn't be as planned. And once we understand that, we got to do what we got to do in order to get our points across. So we can get what we need out of this whole process, because it's going to come to a head. We got all this data here. All this data here. You see what I'm saying? So they can't say that they don't know about any of this stuff that we be producing here. We got Dr. Darity. We got stuff like this. The book clubs that Yvette does every month. I mean, come on. We pretty much got all the ammo that we need. yeah, absolutely they know. Mm-hmm. Yep. Absolutely. They all know. Absolutely. Yep. And we're going to keep on bringing it to them. We're definitely going to keep on bringing it to them. But anyway, let me cut this video short. But that's all I really wanted to present. Thank for all of y'all who came in and showed up. Salute to you, brother Bob Sanders, for your commentary. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that pretty much concludes this video. That's all I pretty much want to say. So, other than that, until then, y'all be easy. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.